right, what's up? We are live back with another video. Everybody is hitting me up talking about as I'm going to any Pride events. I probably not. Even though Sweetie is performing Saturday in Grant Park, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be going out for Pride. Nevertheless, we are here back with another video on this spectacular Thursday. Hold on, that's that right? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I believe it's Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. All right, beautiful day today. So I went on, got me a little haircut today, getting things started. Then, of course, we got other stuff that we got to do. And I said we got to go live. We got a lot to discuss in this particular video. So make sure y'all thumbs up. Make sure y'all share. Usually we go live, but typically early, like around like 12 or 1. But I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till all the stories come in. Then we'll go live on this beautiful Wednesday. And then we can get it all started because a couple of stories that I definitely want to dive into that we are going to get into right now on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. They call it Hump Day. All right. So let's first get right and started. Now, this story, this missing submarine story, these group of billionaires got together and they started to go, they want to see the wreck of the Titanic. So they decided to say, hey, we're going to go under all the ocean, and they got lost. The thing that baffles me about this story, they didn't even have like a steering wheel. They was literally controlling the submarine with a remote controller. With a gaming console, with the remote control of the gaming console. And I think they're probably going over to glory. My thing is this. Why are we going to go see the Titanic under? No. Like, let's stop it. And then the guy that was in charge of this whole ordeal did not have the proper safety precautions with this his submarine. He got fired from a company, didn't want to comply, didn't want to go through the testing thing as well. And they paid $250,000 for a piece to go and tour the wreckage of the Titanic. It looked like they're going to join them if they have not joined them already. Then you get people, the stepson of one of the billionaires that was, that's missing. He decided to go to a concert. And now here we go. Cardi B up there dragging him, saying, why are you going out? You supposed to cry for me. You supposed to do this for me. You don't supposed to be going out. Listen, we don't even know their relationship. Just because that's a stepfather, we don't know if they were cool or not. And rich people, they act different. Like, they can go and pass away today, and they are going party that same night. I mean, you have passed away Wednesday, and they bury you on Thursday. And I like black folks. They handle grief totally. White people handle grief totally different than black people. They will literally see that you have passed, distribute the money, and bury you probably the same day if they could, cremate you, and move on. We as black folks, we got to get the money together. Shirley didn't have no insurance, so we trying to get the bio together for the GoFundMe. Nobody really came and donated on the GoFundMe, so we beg in the funeral home, so we got to do a funeral. Then we got to see who's going to cook the potato salad, the chicken, and the baby back ribs, and all of that type of stuff. So we just got to go. Then we got to wait till all your family from Mississippi and Alabama to come up on there and do all that type of stuff. Because Shirley didn't have no insurance, no burial insurance at all. Shirley didn't have nothing. So now you up there trying to get a payment plan, and you're trying to get you a little payment plan to bury Shirley. Shirley knew she had diabetes, knew she had high cholesterol, knew she had high blood pressure, knew she had kidneys and all that. Didn't have no insurance. You know what I'm saying? And so, that didn't happen. But we could just tell you this right then and there. White folks don't have these. A lot of white folks don't have these issues. They got it all together. They got the funeral home. They got the where you gonna be buried. They got the socks. They got the underwear that you gonna have on. They got everything that you gonna have on, and everything else together. But in this particular situation, these are bored billionaires that decided to say, "Hey, we want to go on this tour," and they did it not. They didn't do it right. So now the Coast Guard got to spend millions of dollars to find these people. And then I'm hearing that they're hearing noises. There's just a lot that is going on in this situation. I'm saddened because this is somebody's grandmother. I'm sorry, somebody's grandfather or brother or cousin or son that's dealing with this. So I send my condolences or send my sympathy to the families of these people. I don't know if they're gone. I'm not going to say they're gone. I believe so. In my hunch, in my gut, I believe they're gone over to be with the Lord. Okay. But we had other people that were saying different things about this situation, and they were dragging it all over social media. And it was just a lot of people that was dragging it all over social media. I mean, Black Twitter is having a fun day dragging this all over Twitter. Now, I want to say, be careful going out here in these streets. Now, press 1 if you would spend $250,000 to see the Titanic. There wasn't no black people on the Titanic. Press 1 if you were to spend $250,000 to go see the Titanic in a submarine, $250,000. Press 2, you ain't doing nothing like that. You would not do that. Press 2, you would not do that. Press 1, you would pay $250,000 to go see the wreckage of the Titanic. Press 2, you would not do it. Okay? I'm going to press 2 because I know I ain't going to do that. Let's press 2 if you ain't going to do it. Press 2, you ain't going to do it. Let me know in the chat that you ain't going to do it at all. Okay? So make sure y'all go on and head over there to YouTube because we live right over there on YouTube. All right? So y'all head over to YouTube. It's 18 people. We need 18 viewers over there on the YouTube channel. Okay? So I'm just telling you this right then and there. Ain't no way in the world that I will be doing that at all. I'm just going to keep it all the way clear. I just don't understand that. And I don't blame nobody but the people that decided to put their lives at risk to spend $250,000 to go to do all that type of stuff. Leave the ocean alone. Let those people, that record, let them be in peace. Like, come on now. Even in the Bible, they say the ocean going to give up the dead. Like when the last day, they're going to just give up the dead out. All the bodies they couldn't find is going to give it up. That's in the Word. I believe in the Revelations. But in this particular, in my last close with this point, I don't understand this at all. I just don't understand. Why would you spend $250,000 to do something so dangerous? And then, the first and foremost, the soon I'm be looking at how you gonna control this, and I'm saying you control on a remote controller like we playing a PS4. Automatically, I'm getting up out of there. I come up in there, I'm like, wait a minute, you got a PS4 controller. This is how you control it. And the communication system, I think it's down. I think it's really, really down, the communication system. So there's no way in the world that I'm gonna be doing nothing like that. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to be out here playing around in somebody's ocean. Ain't no way in the world. There's many other things that I could be doing with my life and be able to be in that, actually helping the urban areas, giving us our reparations, building better schools and black neighborhoods. But yet you're spending all that money just to go see some wreckage. Like, this is crazy. I don't understand at all. So this is being talked about all over the internet, all over the world. They're talking about it in Wuhan, China, and they're talking about it all over in Russia. They're talking about it everywhere. It just don't make no sense. And they're deep under the ocean. They deep in the ocean. Deep. Okay? That ocean is a whole nother world that I don't want to go see and don't want to play around with that. And you got to understand, people spend decades to mastermind to really be mastering, and they didn't have no true professionals, no former Coast Guard agents, no former nothing. They just decided to do it on their own when it came to stuff like that. They really decided to do it on their own. Ain't no way in the world that I'm going to do this and get myself in trouble. Ain't no way in the world that I'm going to be doing that at all. No way in the world that I'm going to come in here and put my life in danger when it comes to this type of situation. No way in the world. I wish I could be more of that were out of the sea. Wish I could be more of that were. So what do you know? Ain't no way in the world. I just want to know. They better have the mermaids singing at their homegoing service. Because ain't no way in the world I'm going to be doing something like that. Ain't no way in the world. Okay. I mean, ain't no way in the world that I'm going to be doing all that type of stuff. No way in the world that I'm going to be out here doing this type of stuff. Nowhere in the world that I'm going to be out here in somebody's ocean. Nowhere in the world. I'm auditioning for the Tubi version. I'm auditioning for the Tubi version. Mm-hmm. I'm auditioning for the Tubi version. But I've been following this story since Monday. Horrible sub, misery badly. It's just all the way bad, man. It's just all the way bad when I'm just saying this. And so I'm just really just gonna pray that God find it, because he made glory, he made the ocean. So God know where they at. So if God don't do it, it won't get done. It's gonna take a miracle from God. It's gonna take a miracle from God, because them white people problems, the black folks ain't gonna do no stuff like that. Now we ain't gonna be going in no water, we ain't gonna be jumping out no planes, we just ain't gonna be doing no stuff like that. Ice skating, we don't do stuff like that. All like, now we do some things that it look crazy, because Pookie and Ray, they will get a Glock and shoot shots our way and carjack your grandma and rob your auntie. But danger like going in the ocean, you ain't got to worry about Pookie and Ray doing it. They ain't gonna be doing all that type of stuff. But they will get a Glock, carjack you, and take your car and your tires, all that type of stuff. But we ain't gonna be out here ice skating, going deep in the ocean. We ain't gonna be doing no stuff like that. Now, our ancestors did jump in the ocean. Some of them, they say, I'd rather jump in the ocean than be somebody's slave. All right, our African and all up from Africa, our ancestors. Some of our ancestors did do that. And our ancestors, like, you know what I'm saying, they making sure that the ancestors that's in the ocean, they making sure that submarine don't get found. Because most of them billionaires got their money from slavery anyway, for us picking cotton. If you really track down how they got their money, most of it goes right back to our ancestors picking cotton. So I'm just gonna tell you right then and there. So our ancestors from Africa and from what's it now? South Africa, Ghana, the Congo, the man says you ain't gonna be able to find that submarine. It's gone. It's gone. All right. I'm just saying right there. So I'm gonna just say it right then and there. So it's really, really sad, man, that just have happened. And they getting wall-to-wall coverage because they white and they billionaires. They getting all, if there was some black people, Pookie, Ray, your cousin and them, Shaquita and them, we wouldn't get that much coverage. That's gonna be a 5-second. Oh yeah, they was in the water. They was on food stamps. They was woke. They was Obama voters, and that's gonna be it. We ain't gonna get all that wall, but because they get wall-to-wall coverage. I mean, it's some black babies that's been snatched and missing right now. Didn't even get an Amber Alert. Baby, they got the Coast Guard, they got the Navy, they got the international divers all up out there from all over the world search for these people. But Pookie and Ray daughters have been snatched from at a barbecue, been snatched, and don't even get 5 minutes of worth of coverage. You understand? So, but they get wall-to-wall coverage because they decide to go deep in the water with a PS4 remote controller. Like, come on now. That ain't no making any sense. It's really dumb. Okay? Anyway, I'm a man my business, because that ain't my business, stuff like that. That ain't my business. But I seen the Titanic. That was good enough for me. Only thing that I didn't like about the Titanic, when that older lady, when she dropped that drool in the water, I couldn't stand that. And when she dropped that drool, and then I didn't like, because I didn't see no black people in there. And I'm like, where were the black people? I guess they didn't want to show the black people in there. They didn't really show that. But I did cry in the Titanic. But I don't care how I cried for the Titanic. It still don't want to make me go deep in the water, go see it. I seen it on the movies. And one thing about the Titanic, I know this, please don't let this be real. Why was they playing music when people was dying? I didn't understand it. They playing music. Now, I couldn't understand that part of the movie. Like, people is literally dying. Jack, come back, and you playing the violin? Like, I really see white people are different. Like, ain't nowhere in the world that I'm gonna be out here playing Bon Jovi and Jock and all the type of people playing all that classical hits, and people just down, and it just don't make no sense, and they just playing. I mean, I just don't understand that at all. You just playing that people is dying and going deep in the water, freezing cold. You still trying to go with your Vaseline under violin. I don't understand that at all. Okay, I just don't understand it at all. Ain't nowhere in the world that I'm gonna be right there watching you freezing my butt. I'm gonna be trying to get on somebody's boat. I'm gonna be trying to, drink some hot chocolate or something, but I'm not gonna be worried about you up here playing your violin. I'm just not gonna be worried about that. So I didn't understand that part of the movie. And I just like, that's white people, they just do stuff a little weird. We deal with catastrophes and drugs. We deal with a little different. We don't sit out here and want to play the game. We hear, if I hear a firecracker that don't sound like, I'm going to duck and hide and move out. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to be sitting there up there playing and you out there directing the people that, I just don't understand that. But that ain't my business, okay? I'll be trying to, what I'm saying. Of course, I will drink some hot chocolate, and I'm going to safety. Okay, I don't know if that really happened. Let that please just be in the movie. But ain't nowhere in the world that you deserve to get swapped by the sea. You up here playing the violin. That ain't the time. That's the time you're supposed to be praying, like, Lord, please, Lord, you're supposed to be giving your life to Christ. Not sitting there on the violin up there playing the violin for the people. Ain't nowhere in the world that I'm going to. If that really, really happened, that's just crazy. That's the time you're supposed to be mourning, like crying, praying, and supposed to be going running to safety, not playing with the violin. I just don't understand. But that ain't me. I'm going to just mind my business. I'm going to mind my business. God is so good and he's worthy to be praised. But some things he don't want us going into the ocean. Even in the Bible, when they tried to build a tower to get to heaven and God disrupted their language and they started speaking different languages, they couldn't communicate. Something God is not meant for you to do. He ain't meant for you to go deep in the ocean to go look for wreckage. And he got them people together when they tried to build a tower. They tried their best to get to heaven. They tried to come up there with the Lord before their time, and God disrupted the language, and they started speaking different language. They couldn't communicate because they tried to get up there to heaven, and you going deep down in the ocean. That ain't meant for you to go down there. Okay, I'm just ain't nowhere in the world. Come on now, you doing all that? They haven't even discovered 90% of the ocean. God knows why don't people. Yeah, he don't want you down there. Some parts that God just don't want you there. He don't want you disrupting certain things. He just don't. Yeah, he tried the Tower of Babel. Yeah, thank you. They tried to build a tower up to heaven. I know I didn't, I know something about Bible school. All right, let's move on. Okay. Oh, man, I'm really, 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 really. But somebody going to be real rich. At the end of the day, this seemed like a little setup because these are billionaires. And I guarantee that 19-year-old was an heir to some money. Like, my thing is that they need to track who's going to get the money if they go to glory. And if they don't find them, it's a certain amount of time where they can declare them dead. So my thing is who going to get the billions? I think this is all a setup that Todd set up. This is a setup. Somebody about to get paid. Because you can't tell me that billionaire and all that type of stuff, and you got a remote controller. Like, something ain't right. Somebody orchestrated this. Somebody about to get some billions. So I really believe if you're listening, can y'all please see who's getting what? Okay? Who's getting what? Because somebody got some money. Okay? Let's go ahead on. All right. Now, that was that piece that I have to talk about. Now, let's go to another topic here. We talked about that. And we got to talk about Chris. Let's talk about these two beautiful people. And I'm saddened by this because the reason why I'm sad about this beautiful couple is because this just don't make no sense, because people get married and it's like the quick they get married, Monique, I'm sorry, and Chris Samuels, when they get married, the quick they get divorced. But they've been married for over a decade. And my point is this: when we posted this on the website, I'm not shocked and surprised. I do believe this man is crazy. I do believe Chris is crazy, and I guarantee he was abusive, and he probably was having a manic breakdowns. He probably got CTE, all type of stuff. He's been in the football, all type of stuff. Okay, that he was going through in his mind. He probably was slinging that ping, cheating on left and right. You could get into the face. He got a hard face. So I personally, when I looked at this story, I sensed some cheating, and have been right. I've never been wrong. I'm one of the most righteous person on the internet. Very righteous, never get it wrong. It looked very abusive. And so when this particular happened, and Monique, the one that filed this, is just something that's going on from this. And then they got on the internet and they lied and said, hey, they got on the internet and lied and said they're not getting a divorce, and clearly they're getting a divorce. Okay. And so I personally believe it was some cheating involved. And I believe she's going to go back on the Real Housewives of Potomac. She's gearing up to go back. Now she really got a more interesting storyline. You're going to see on her crying, talking about her man. Pretty much her ex-husband going to be her storyline. So she's gearing up for a bag. It's just like everybody that been on that show, the Real Housewives of whatever, their marriages never last. Because you introducing so much publicity to a marriage that's already fractured. A lot of people can't handle that. When it comes to that publicity, it does a lot for your career. Money is funny, and it just does a lot. The cheating, the thoughts, and the people be all in your DMs, the whores being in your DMs. It's difficult. It's very, very challenging. But I'm not saddened by this because, again, I never liked this couple. I think she could have done better. If this the one that the bird that died, anybody that cried over a bird deserve to get divorced. I'm so sorry. Why I'm crying over a bird? You better fry that thing up and put it in some grease and eat it. Ain't no way in the world I'll be crying over a bird. I just don't understand that at all. I think this the one that cried over her mama bird, that little Chia, the bird that died. Did she cry over her bird? I just want to know if that's the one that cried over the parent. You should have fried that, put that in some seasoned salt, and put that in some flour and ate it. Ain't no way in the world I would divorce you too, because I'm not gonna be around people that cry over you got a little bird, you got a little bird, and Mama D, she had a whole funeral for her dog. Where in the world you up there crying? We ain't getting no type of animal. You up there crying over no type of, and I'm doggone sure ain't putting no burial insurance on, having funeral for a dog, roof, and all that type of. You over there crying over some dog, man, please. And you got you a bird. You better grill it up, put some lemon pepper and black pepper, and put it over there and all that. Eat that sucker. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna be crying over a bird. So she probably went a little crazy over her bird. She probably blamed her man for her bird dying. I don't know, but I just don't understand this couple. It looked very weird to me. Look very weird. All right. You better put it crying over a bird. Now I understand if you have I just don't understand it all with the pets. I just don't get it. Ain't nowhere in the world. Well, then again, no, I did have a little dog, and I did cry. It bringing back so many memories. We was living on 440 West 103rd Place in Chicago, Illinois, 60628. And we had a little dog, and it passed. It passed, and we buried it in the backyard. And when he buried it, I remember I cried over that dog. And I just remember walking with the dog. And when it passed, that was like my first interaction of death. And I remember it because I was eating some Captain Crunch. I was in my Superman drawers. And I got word that Chico have gone over to glory. And so when I went over to the dog and I touched it, it didn't move. And I couldn't understand it at that time, being a young 8-9-year-old boy. I didn't understand it, didn't come back. And Chico was going over, and I remember Mama, and Mama said that it's gone over to glory. And it was a beautiful dog, righteous. And every time I just look at it, I smile a little bit because I think I see Chico walking. Sometimes I get a little jumpy because I think it's Chico, but Chico is gone. And he's my protector. He's up there with Tupac. He's up there dancing with Tina Turner. He's up there with Aretha Franklin. And as I sit here, I just coming over emotions with my dog. And I don't know why I'm talking about the dog. And it just I just had to shake my head. Sorry, y'all. I'll get a little emotional talking about my dog Chico, but nevertheless, he's in a better he's in a better place. All right. But I know I understand it. But that's why I never want to have no pets. I never want to have no pets because I remember grieving over there, and I would cry. I didn't even, and I'm a big person that love to eat, and I couldn't eat for about 3 days. And yeah, I couldn't eat for about 3 days. Mm-hmm. Couldn't eat for about 3 days, but nevertheless, he's in a better place. But I am definitely going to pray for people to stop rushing to get married. See, this is why I'm a hoe. And if I get married, I'm gonna have to change the rules a little bit. I have to have permission to cheat. Let me break that down. Thank y'all for the recipe for Chico. Because I like to get it in. And there's so many beautiful women. And there's no way in the world that I can just be committed to just the one woman. I just can't do it. It's too many beautiful, thick women. Skinny women too. But I like them thick. And I'm about to come into some money. I'm going to be rich one day. I'm going to be rich one day. And there's no way in the world I have all this power and wealth that I'm going to be committed to one woman. So it will have to be an open marriage. Really not going to get married. It'll be pretend marriage. I do want the ceremony, but we won't have a license. I do want a ceremony. I do want to say, I do want a ceremony. I do want somebody to come on. I want Shirley Caesar, if she's still living. I want her to sing at my wedding. I want her to sing at my wedding, Shout John. I want her to sing at my wedding, I Remember Mama. I just want her to sing whatever she sing. I just want Shirley Caesar to sing at my wedding. So I just want the ceremony. I don't want the certificate, the license. I just want the ceremony. I just want to sit there and cry and hold my wife's hand and I say my vows. And I don't want the license or anything. I just really want the ceremony. Okay, I just like the idea that we walk it down and I have, you know what I'm saying? I have walk down there. I have the flower. My niece is the flower girls, and my nephew is the ring bearer. I just want all my guys. I would have to have actors because most of my friends they're on drugs, so I would have to have actors to be my ring bearer. To be my, what do they call the groom, the groom people, the groom, whatever they call it. I don't know every day. So I just want them to be the groom and stuff like that. And so I would have to have paid actors because most of my friends are on drugs. So I have to have paid actors to do it. So I just want to, as a movie, we record it and we eat cake and we do the first dance and then we do the wine glasses and we do that and we do the glasses and stuff and we do the Cuban shuffle, we do the electric slide, and my best friend, I would have to have a paid actor. I'll probably have Tyrese or Tyrese to be my paid best friend. Have Tyrese or Michael B. Jordan. I'll probably hire Michael B. Jordan if he's available to get up there and stand to do a speech on my behalf. So I just want just a pretend. I just don't want it a. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want a real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of license and stuff. Because I don't want to get divorced because most of the women I'm dealing with they're gonna be broke and stuff. They're gonna come after my money. So and all that type of stuff. So I want to make sure that I'm highly well protected. That it's just a girlfriend boyfriend. We just had a fake wedding ceremony with paid actors and everything. So Yeah, I will see the way now recording and do a reality show. So I don't know. I have to talk to some people about it, but that's what I feel in my spirit because I know I'm a cheat. I don't see. I don't know if I'm gonna be committed ever to be committed. I'm just being honest. So that's how I don't try to rush in relationships. But I do pretty good not getting it in because it's been a while since I've been in. Got it in. It's been a long time. Even watching videos, it's been a long time, and it's built up. And so it's been a long time. I think about it all the time, but I haven't done it. So I do have some control. I do have some control, but I think like once I get married, I'll be out of control because then I'm gonna be active. And I'll be active, and then once I'm active, I'm active, and that's how I do believe. Once I do it with my whatever she is to me, I believe she's gonna get pregnant, but I don't know 100%. So we'll probably announce a fake wedding and everything like that. So I'm at least I'm honest. So let's move on. Congratulations to y'all divorced. And some people need a congratulations because it's best to be divorced than to be with a man that ain't right or be with a woman that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tired you seeing the same person all day, every day. You get tired of seeing the same person. I get tired of a person, period. I don't even like a person spending the night in my house after we get through screwing. I want you to go home. So if I'm that impatient, I don't see myself being in a long-term relationship. I don't necessarily see myself. I'm just saying it now. I'm not going to try to. I just don't see myself doing it now. I just don't see myself doing it. Probably once I get a little older, 89, I'll probably be willing to be committed. All right. But as of right now, I don't necessarily see myself being committed to one person. Probably when I'm about 95, then I can see myself come back to me when I'm 95 years old. All right. So let's move on to the next topic here. All right. Do we talk? Let's talk about it. All right. Now we have to talk about Saucy Santana, and we finally found the promoter. All right. We finally found the promoter, and we have his name. And this promoter name, and I want to thank you to my team because we had to find this. We have to find him because Saucy Santana scam an LGBT promoter, and that LGBT promoter, his name is the one and only Devontae Hill. All right, Devontae Hill is the owner. He wrote this post on under the neighborhood talk, and it said, "quote Hello, I'm Devontae Hill. I'm the founder and CEO of the of the organization. One church, one voice." Okay, this have gotten completely out of hand. The words of shop underscore AIF is really very simple. Let's check the board. Okay, want to make sure we read it. Saucy Santana is hope you aren't the person your team makes you out to be. I'm hoping you have more integrity and you are more ethical than the janky team that's working with you. When there is a contract in place, it protects us all. Leaving your wallet is normal. I left mine. Hold on, let me make sure. Give me a second. I left mine this morning. But as far the contract, your team has not been honest with you and doing everything but actually returning the money back that was meant to serve a community that you are a part of. OMOV does great grassroots work. This is what he posted. Hold on, we'll read ours. Does great grassroots work. He's put it in there. You think that it will be hold on. You think it will make you want to take the money and send it back ASAP? I asked you all for the 5K back to over the night's expense, and we could come back to the table the next day. When your team declined, I took my car off the rooms and only paid for your room because why I'm paying for 3 suites, and your team declined to even try to pay me back. I also reached out to your team numerous times before going public. The last call was him saying, "We don't give money back. Do what you got to do. We don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. We tried to work this out without damaging anyone's bag. But what we can't do is run off on the plug." And so we have posted this on there, and we also reached out to the city of Atlanta, and they're saying that they are going to investigate this as well, because they were saying that yes, a grant was granted to his organization. All right, to this brother as you see on the screen here, to his organization, to Devontae Hill's organization. So they will be investigating this, and I will follow up with them as well to see what is the update on this allegation, because we did reach out to them because a grant was granted, taxpayer money was granted for this event, and the big chunk of the budget was to book Saucy Santana eat Popeye's chicken and Buffalo Wild Wings to perform 2 records. So a lot of times I do know that he don't have the money at all. A lot of my people came out and they Saucy Santana did. He's seeing my TikTok. He was saw other people when they were tagging me. He was on there. We reached out to Saucy Santana more than 3 times. He have declined a comment. We reached out to his team. Everybody went radio silence. And we tried it. We reached out to everybody. We reached out to his team. We reached out to everybody. They all declined to come on my show to give me a statement. I also want to say thank you to Milagro Grams because she decided to repost us on her TikTok and also her Instagram. And then I also want to thank her because she said that the Neighborhood Talk and the Shade Room should have credited me and reposted me. And I want to dive into that. The reason why I look at these media outlets, I call them weak black media. All right. The reason why I call them weak is because they don't follow through when other people get more juice or more meat on the table. You can't tell me that you did not repost this on your page, Neighborhood Talk, when I have had the guy on record talking about what happened. I've seen them multiple times repost people all day long, and we have sent people the recordings, we have sent people the emails, we sent them to the text, we send them everywhere. We sent to every media outlet that we could find. We also sent it to TMZ. But this weak black media have to understand that they rush so quickly to post white people, but they don't rush as quickly to post black people. I don't care if that person is your friend, but my thing is this: you quick to post white people and radio silence when a black person is actually doing the work. And this is something. And these people, we are cool with these people. We cordial, and we use that loosely. We have their numbers, but they don't do a good job crediting other black institutions. They really don't. I don't know I do know what the problem is. They feel like they don't want to help other black people grow, other black shows grow, which is stupid because we all help each other grow. We talk about this particular outlet, this person talk about that particular outlet, and the mainstream media don't do that. If Donald Trump did an interview with Fox News, did the first interview after his indictment, CNN is playing clips of that interview and giving credit to Fox News. When CNN do interviews or do a town hall with President Donald J. Trump, Fox News covered it on their show. If we want to thrive and be bigger as black media, we must credit those that cover the story as well. We have to credit it. And don't act like, and please don't lie and say you didn't see what was going on, because we sent it to y'all verbatim. We sent it to y'all multiple emails and multiple DMs and multiple texts that this is what's going on. If Milagro Grams can see this and she just one person, you mean to tell me you didn't see this or you got a team of a lot of people? Come on now, brothers and sisters. Don't play no games with me. We know how this thing works. Is it right? It is completely wrong. And I'm calling it weak black media. In order for you to be strong, you have to give credit to when people are actually doing the work, especially if they're covering a case. When we are covering it and talk to the gentleman, you've never seen the gentleman's face. This is the first time you're actually looking at the person that booked Saucy Santana. We found this picture. We actually know where this promoter actually lived. We're going to put that information out, but we know where he lived at. So we have done the actual work. And people don't want to give us the proper credit. They don't want to give us credit at all. They go on break. They go on lunch break when we cover it, which is pathetic. And you really have to fight tooth and nail to get the people to do the credit. You have to fight tooth and nail. And then sometimes they don't want to tag your IG like they tag other people. I see it all. But thank you to Milagro for actually crediting us, and we did get the followers. And that's why they don't want to credit the Wiley Show, because we will get the clout. We are something different. We are something new. We are something fresh. They want us to pay to get the exclusive, just like the Megan James person. I hope I said her name right. They pay to get that. I refuse to pay you a dime. When you're covering this story for free, you should have the same courtesy to do it. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, they post other bloggers because they pay for that. $5,000, $10,000. Some people pay a little bit more, just like the whole thing with the Zeus Network. They pay multiple money to be posted all day long. They pay for that stuff. And you think it's organic. It ain't organic. They actually paid to be on the Shade Room. They pay to be on Hollywood Unlocked. They pay to be on all the type of stuff. That's what they do. They just pay over and over and over again to pay to get people to subscribe or to view their product. But when other people are actually doing the work, they're not paying it. But anyway, we're just calling it out at the end of the day, because we have to call it out, because we had the exclusive interviewing this promoter. And when we interviewed him, and we actually went a little step further, no one is calling City Hall. We will call these people. It's all public. Devontae Hill, this is all public. He has a public nonprofit organization, meaning that you can find information. If you have a nonprofit, all of that is public, even to where you resign, because you have to register an address with your nonprofit. So it's all out there. And this is the point when it comes to the Saucy Santana piece. He see everything, just like I told her. You see it. People have sent me screenshot of them tagging me in their stories, and you see Saucy Santana name that in viewing the story. So he see this stuff. He see this stuff. He act like he don't see it, but he see it on Twitter, because he don't get a lot of people to tweet about him. Most of our story was the top tweet on Twitter. You can go and see it. We have sent to everybody that we can find. It is definitely out there. We are our biggest promoter, because a lot of times we can't depend on the audience to do it. We do the legwork, and we have done the legwork, and we will continue to do the legwork. But we thank Milagro for putting it out there. I'm not worried about the audience being shady, but at the end of the day, we're doing exclusive, and there's going to be more exclusives that we're going to be doing, that we're going to bring on the platform. And I thank God that we have done it. And you see other YouTubers won't even cover it because Wiley talked about it. You see that shadiness? Other YouTubers won't even touch it because Wiley touched it. Baby, when I tell you this is a shady business, but I'm here for the shade. But they all see it, but they won't cover it because they don't want to give Wiley the traction. Well, just sit on the sidelines then. But it will be a day where you will have no choice but to cover it, because your master, white folks, go be covering it, and you won't have a choice but to cover it. The same thing with the Neighborhood Talk, the Shade Room, the rest of these black media. When People Magazine, with all of these white publications that they worship white people, they're going to have no choice but to cover it. The TMZ, all white major people, they're going to have no choice but to cover it. They have no choice, because their master is covered. That's their master. They're not no true leaders. If they were true as independent, they would go out their way to uplift black people and to make sure that black media outlets are getting the same proper credit, but they don't do that. But once the master start talking, their master start talking about it, then they're going to break their neck to talk about it. And then they're going to act like they know me. Once they master start, they'll talk about it. And many of the records, they'll talk about it. Because, one white people co-sign the Wiley Show. Then black people will start on it because they love white people. They in love with white people. Ain't no problem with it if you love them. Just be honest. You love them. Oh, yes, you do. A lot of white persons cover. You a prick. Oh, she have said that she's white. She got to be right. I'm typing it. A black person, oh, I'm on lunch. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I'm just saying. It's just funny to me. It's really funny, and it's sad because these are weak media outlets. Weak. They weak. They ain't strong. They just as weak as they come. Okay? Weak. So nevertheless, we will continue to break stories. Okay. But the city of Memphis, if their legal department, from my research and me talking to my contacts in the city of Chicago, they said yes, it's because it's fraud. They can come after him for spending, misusing, and abusing taxpayer money. And also his organization that you also see can come under fire as well, that he will probably not get another grant if he do not recruit that money back to return it, because you have put it out there that you're going to pay Saucy Santana this, you're going to do this with her, and you did not do what, it did not happen. So it will put his organization on the line as being a scam. And once word get out with the Memphis city council, they're not going to go out their way to give him any more money. So he's going to have to, and I told him this privately, you're going to have to sue, because if you don't, it can potentially mess up your bag, because the city is not in the business, especially when you're black, they're not in the business just to give you money and you don't do right by it. They will make an example out of you. And a lot of the conservative people will be like, why are we giving it to these people? And they're giving it to somebody for some Popeye's chicken. He didn't even show up. And to-go boxes and 50 wings, 50-mile wings, cases of Red Bull, women deodorant. Nevertheless, we just had to talk about it. So we're going to talk more about this story. When some more information come up, we will break it down. We will try to get some city council members from Memphis on our show to talk about this situation. We have covered this before, Larry Reid. Now, Larry Reid, he's on break. All these people on break. Let's get Larry Reid on the screen. He on break. And because, for good reasons, he's on break, because we, a little LRL, a little source, some multiple sources are telling me that Larry Reid is broke, that the money is running low. So he decided to be on IG with a blogger, and the blogger was so obsessed with these cars, he don't even own them cars. Those cars are at least not owned, and he don't own any of those cars, and he's going broke. According to some multiple sources, they said money is drying up over there. They said his advertiser dollars are drying up. They're saying he have not really broken story. Many people are unsubscribing from the Patreon. They said they're waking up to the scam because of the allegations that he did to Levante. He touched and violated Levante, a 15-year-old boy. He have lost a lot of swag and money over there. Things are going really tough over there. And so now he's trying to use another blogger that burned up Jason Lee books and burned his book up, use him again for his own clout. And he's been manipulated by showing him these cars and all the type of stuff, showing him a car that he don't even own. And it have already came out. We have already sent the story out to these people. We was going to talk about it on Father's Day, but we got a lot more things to do. But we said today we're going to talk about how Larry Reid is just completely broke. There's a lot of things. He have an expensive spending habit, spending money on boys, spending money on trips, spending money on his staff to keep them quiet. And that's very expensive when you got to keep people quiet. He's supposed to go out there and sue, and he's also trying to, if he have not already, I've heard this, Levante, I don't know, you got to come out and play and say something. But they say he did give some money to Levante to keep quiet, because Levante was supposed to come back to Tasha K's show to do a update, and now he's not answering the phone to Tasha K. So we don't, all I know is he have ceased communication from Tasha and Bishop White. He just literally went ghost. So we have definitely said, we ain't saying no allegedly, and we don't care nothing about no lawsuit. We filed chapter 13 like Tasha K did. Care nothing about no lawsuit. He broke. All right. Put it in the documents. He said I'm broke, Your Honor. He said I'm broke. You did touch Levante, because Levante is on record. We don't do no allegedly over here. Everything we say over here is real. If you want to sue us, go to the courthouse. Go out there and sue. Go out there, file the paperwork, get your lawyers. We get our lawyers, and you're going to spend all that money, okay? Anyway, but he's broke. And he touched Levante. He violated Levante. A 14-year-old boy violated him, forced himself on this little boy, and violated him. And he's trying to keep him quiet, because at this particular time, he was supposed to suing people, put people in court, and all that type of stuff. None really have happened. And now he haven't really did a story that went viral, and he haven't really touched nothing in the church, went viral or nothing, because he don't want to talk about the church people. And it's a lot of mess going on in the church world. because they actually do sue. And so he don't want to go through that again because it will suffer him financially. He can't be talking about Bishop so and so cheated with sister so and so. He don't talk about those type of stories anymore because he's afraid of getting sued. He's afraid of getting sued. And so that's why he don't cover that type of stuff. So it's affecting him financially. And then other YouTubers and bloggers, they're getting used. They're so quick. And a lot of times they're getting used because it's a fake catfish. It's a facade. It's a scam that's going on over there with Larry Reid. That whole enterprise is what I call pedo enterprise. A lot of pedos are over there. Even his best friend is a pedo because his best friend said, I should have been the one that hit your Debbie cakes. He's a young teenager. I should have been the one tapping that, not Larry. It's like a pedo enterprise. They bake cakes and it mixed with pedo ingredients. So you go there, it's pedo enterprise. And that's what it is. And so it's unfortunate that this have went on and this type of stuff with Larry Reid, with Levante, with some. All right. So give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. So I just had to mute. Anyway, but this has been going on with the pedo enterprise, Larry Reid. That's what he have been doing. So, and he keep talking about, and he got y'all so gooped. He's gonna sue. He ain't gonna sue. All right, that costs a lot of money, and he ain't gonna do it. All right, y'all be so gooped. He gonna sue. He gonna sue. He sue. He sued Levante because he thought Levante was stupid, and Levante responded, and he dropped the lawsuit. He dropped it so quick and never picked it back up. So these are the things that's going on with the pedo Larry. So that's what's going on with Larry. And so Larry is going through, and then when the blogger came on the particular show with him on IG, he admitted and said, "Hey, broke," and everything like that because. And Larry decided to show his license plates and most of we was able to check where the license plates are registered and none are in his name, which is so sad. Most of it is his wife, and we kind of tracked it down. Most of it is lease, and he owed the leasing company for those cars. And so he posted all of this information all out, just posted all his personal license plate number all on camera. It's public. It's all on camera. And he tried to delete it, but of course, people screen recorded, and I got copies of all that stuff. And so we actually got people to track it down, and we're going to post some more stuff soon. But he owe a lot of people. He owe a lot of people. And this is what's going on with the pedo. And it's kind of hard when you're running a pedo enterprise. You have to spend money to keep the allegations quiet. You have to keep it quiet. He don't own it. He lease it. So you have to keep that quiet, and you have to pay so much, and it's millions of dollars that you're paying, and he's not getting enough income coming in because the church ain't donating like that. They ain't giving like they used to. They're just not. And so it's just a lot of stuff that is really, really going on. And it just hasn't been the same. That whole thing with the pedo enterprise, everybody that got in that house, in that apartment, he had a drug, went on a drug ranch. It started leaking out his nose. The other guy got exposed being on the DL. He don't know if he want to do videos in his kitchen or in his bedroom, be with a woman, be with a man. He just don't know what he want to do with his life. And ever since that particular day, stuff has been leaking out of people's nose. It's just been just crazy. It's been really, 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 really crazy. And nothing have been going right. Nothing have been going right. And because he's running a pedo enterprise, period. All right. All right. He haven't sued a soul. All right. He haven't sued anybody. When is he gonna sue? And they tell me why he gonna get sued. Okay, we waiting on that lawsuit. We gonna wait. Go ahead and sue. Who gives a darn? You got to spend all that money. And when you spend it, I'm gonna file some bankruptcy. And then whatever you try to think you're gonna garnish, they're gonna put a freeze to it. And we got to go through a whole bankruptcy ordeal. So look at Tasha. Cardi still got to chase her down for that money. And that's if you win, which you're not gonna win, we're gonna beat you. That if you win, then I get all this clout. Then I'm attached. Then when they Google Larry name, then they Google Wiley name. Then I'm gonna switch it. It will be Pastor Wiley, Dr. Wiley, Minister Wiley, yeah, Elder Wiley. I will be a pastor. I will be introduced to the church market. That's why he don't want to sue. Because automatically the church market will open me up with open arms. Because I do know how to preach better than Larry, pray better than him. And so it will be amazing. Doors will open up. And he ain't gonna be able to do that because I'm not Daryl. Daryl was stupid. He didn't know how to fight. I know how to fight. And we have connections in the legal field. All right. So you can so we will see how that will play out and stuff like I'm just saying it's a whole pedo enterprise and we standing for Levante. We do. We want justice for him. And it ain't right. It ain't right to snatch a young boy innocence and think you're going to be successful. Absolutely not. That's why Sharman Marlowe, he deleted his Facebook because he violated my sister and he thought that he got away with it. But he didn't think that Wiley was going to grow and be bigger. So every time I talk about it, he get flooded with messages, flooded with phone calls, flooded with emails from my followers. And he deleted his Facebook. He gone ghost and told his wife to delete the Facebook. But if you're innocent, you don't need to delete your Facebook. Why do you need to delete your Facebook? You're innocent. But you knew you were guilty because there were other victims. None of them don't want to come on the show and speak about it. I said, you ain't got to speak about it. I do the talking. And he run quiet. He don't even post none on social media. And if he is, I heard from a source that he's trying to create another social media with a different name. We will find it. You can't hide. Because what you did was wrong. And I don't care how married you are. I don't care how many waves you got. I don't care how your lips is big and teeth white. You still violated a young, innocent soul. So you have to continue. I will continue to talk about it. Just like when I talk about the pedo enterprise that Larry is running. And also Sharma, he's a pedo as well. They're running these enterprises. These are your police officers. These are your husbands. These are your fathers. And they pedos. Like, oof. I feel so sad. I feel so sad, all that type of stuff. I feel so sad for that. You had a whole baby. And you a whole and you women are just so desperate for it, man. Child, you done married a whole pedo. When that woman found out, we haven't made contact with her yet. But when she find out that you married a whole pedo, and you man. See, that's why you don't hurry up and run with a man. You check with his first wife first. Any woman, let me say this, and I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If you get divorced and another man, you get divorced and a new man want to marry you, I think that you should talk to his first wife if she's still living before you get married again. I think so. Especially if he look good, she look good. I mean, just like, I think that you should check and do a reference check with his first wife. You need to do a reference check to see why you leaving her. Like, what happened? You need to know. And a lot of women can really not suffer if they check if that first wife is living. You're gonna do it if they living. You need to check with that first wife. And if they ain't living, go check with a sorcerer or card reader. Go check with that lady that was in T.S. Madison basement and see what's going on. You need to check and see. Just saying, some of y'all ain't gonna do it because you want a man bad. You ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing that. I'm getting married. I'm about to ride it like a rodeo. All right, go on and ride it like a rodeo. You're gonna be riding you and somebody else like a rodeo. All right. 972-674-9462. 974-674. 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. It is so very sad, man. It's just so very sad, man. It's just really sad. I'm sorry, I had to get my water. I had to get a whole new case. All right. Yeah, yes. Anybody want to call in really quickly? The number is on the screen here. The number is on the screen here. Also, Vegas is coming up, you guys. I want y'all in the building October, the first weekend in October. You have a sense, and so contact away. I don't care if she in the grave. They got some sorcerers that read the dead to talk to the dead. I actually want to talk to this lady, Sister Henson, because she didn't pay me that money. I need to talk. I need to read. I need to talk. Do y'all know any dead readers, like talk to the dead? Can y'all send me their numbers? Because I really need to ask her why she down there sleeping. Why she didn't give me that money? I need to know why she ain't put me in her will. I'm going to have to ask her that. I really don't want to talk to her. You know? Yes. So if y'all know somebody, I may bring somebody on the show that could definitely talk to her. I really want to know. I really want to know. Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wally. I'm glad you're live. We love when you go live. You are miss when you're not live. I don't know what YouTube is without the Wally Show.
Yes.
I mean, you're very entertaining. You got it. When I tell you, you nearly made me piss myself when you said the submarine, because I really haven't paid attention to the news. So, believe it or not, I get a lot of information from you. So when you said the submarine was missing and you said they were controlling it with a controller, I said, what in the world for all that money and they controlling it with a controller? Like a game controller?
Yes.
Wow. That is crazy to me.
It is very crazy.
And I think
it's very crazy. It is.
I think it's a conspiracy. I don't know. Where could the people be?
Where could the people be? And also you have to, because these are not broke people that's on welfare in Section 8. These are built people.
They definitely not broke if they spend all that money.
Yes. So you got to track down who built this summer, who approved this, who is what, just because these people are building. When you got a billionaire, that's red flag should go up.
It is. Do you possibly believe it could be insurance scam? Or we never know.
I think it's also could be insurance. I also think it's somebody wants some money. Somebody was curved out of some money of an enterprise or something, and they made sure that they got that ticket.
Somebody's being extra greedy.
Yes, somebody's been extra greedy. So something has went on. And yeah, so we will see how this is going to play out, because I'm not shocked that it's getting all this coverage. I mean, it's wealthy white people. Of course, even poor white folks that if the story is interesting enough, it will get a lot of publicity. But this have gotten so much publicity from social media, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Everywhere I go, I cannot stop talking about it because it's everywhere. They talked about it. My Uber driver was talking about it. My barber was talking about it. Very attractive, by the way. When he was putting his fingers on my lips, anyway, that's a good-looking man. But anyway, he was even talking, but my mind wasn't even on there. My mind was in a whole lustful place, but he was talking about it too.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah.
I got that for Juicy. But you can't pay me $1 million to do that. Like,
No.
I would never.
Not going deep in. Oh
The
no. I don't even like.
no, not me.
No.
But I do want to touch on the Saucy Santana topic.
Okay.
Yesterday you did amazing. We do want to big up to Milagro. Like she's real. She's down to earth. Like, even though you guys kiki kaka, it's fun, that's your Scorpio sister. Like, but big ups to her, respect to her. But to Kyle from the neighborhood talk, for it to be Pride Month, and that the Wally Show respect you and your brand and always uplift you, and then you do this, you can repost him, you can at him. That is crazy. It's beyond nonsense, and it's because of the Wally Show that I know about Kyle. I don't know about Kyle, the neighborhood talk, other than when he came on the Wally Show. He came on your platform when he was beefing with Milagro Grams. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gave him a platform on YouTube. So he should give you that courtesy on his website. Absolutely. In my humble opinion. And this Pride Month, show the love. Spread the love, Kyle. You're too handsome for that. Stop being selfish. Stop being selfish. It's Pride Month. Show the love, spread the love, and you need to do better. And to Saucy Santana, pay those people back before Memphis get into your ASS. And that's all I want to say. I'm going to go back in the bushes, man. Big up to Milagro for that. No problem.
Thank you so very much. Pay them people back. Pay them their money back. Pay them their money back. Oh, man, that's all I got to say. Pay them people their money back. Thank you all so very much. Now is your chance to speak. Yes, I think that, we will always speak up for the Wiley Show. But I'm not surprised that people do not give credit to other people, to other bloggers. I understand. Do I agree with it? No. And this is why we started WileyTheTroll.com. We started that because we just got tired of begging to be accepted at other people's table. And we started our own. And so I love that I can write, have people to write stuff on there, and we talk about it. And we also talk about other YouTubers on there as well. Like we did a beautiful story about Scotty by Nature. We did a beautiful story of JT. JT is a socialite out of Dallas. We talked about we got other stories that we're doing on the website as well. So we do that. This is what we do. I mean, even if we post something from any other blog site, we credit where we got the information from. Like we will make sure we copy the URL to the Instagram post and post it. So we always give credit. All right. We got another person on here. Yes. Hello. Yes. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. Hey. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
That's good. Congratulations on breaking that story yesterday. I'm very proud of you, Wiley.
Thank you.
And I want to piggyback on what that caller said. Shout out to Milagro for giving you the credit.
Yeah.
That was wonderful of her. And also with them people and them submarines, because I do speak to the dead people, them people dead. They on the other side. They gone. And we need to save our prayers because they had no business going down there. God made the sea very vast and very wide. And and they're down there trying to find artifacts from the Titanic. They had no business down there. So whatever happens to them, they're on their own. They rich, their families are these survivors. And if I was the stepson, I would be at the Blink 182 concert too, because I know I'm about to get a large payday. I'm going to be out there celebrating, child. And as far as Saucy Santana, he needs to give them people back their money. Like the caller said, it is Pride Month. And for you to do that when you know how it is for a lot of the community, this is ridiculous. Just pay them people back their money. Take the laws and move on. But that's all I wanted to say, Wiley.
They want to know, since you talked to the dead, do you sense that they suffered?
I think they went out of air and they couldn't breathe. I'm getting a grasping for air feeling. When they find them, I think it's going to be scratches on the wall, because I get very like gasping for air, like I can't breathe, and digging. They may find like it's probably digging, nails gone, bloody, as far as that when they do find them. But who knows? But I do feel they're going to find them. But those people going. They in the upper room. They going.
Wow. You said they gone.
They going. Remember, I told you first.
Thank you.
But that's all I want to say. Great show.
You
Enjoy
said
your
they
day, okay?
gone to be with the Lord.
They going to the upper room, Wally. They done moved on to greener pastures,
Because when we look at this story, there's some places you just don't go.
They had no business being there, and for you to pay, how much they paid? What, $25,000?
They paid $250,000
to die. $250. I'm saying, when you're rich enough, when you could afford to pass away, America has a problem. Like, because we sitting there trying to live on the thread. I know people that's supposed to have been dead, and they still alive because they can't afford to die. They supposed to have been dead like 5 years ago. But you're still doing alive. I can't afford to die. But see, when people have this excess money and they could afford to go on to the upper room, we can't feel sorry for them. We need to save our prayers, because you already see how the United States mistakenly gave Ukraine billions of dollars. Mistakenly. It's a lot. And we need to save our prayers for bigger things.
A lot of people in the chat saying, what if they found out to be alive? Do that make you a false prophet?
Yeah, it will. And yeah, it will. But I doubt if I am. I'm always right.
So you said you 1,000% right.
Yes, I am right. I'm usually always right. Them people going. They've been going. They probably were going about 4 o'clock in the morning. Them people been going. But they're going to look. It's going to be about a week. They probably won't find them until, I'm getting Wednesday. Maybe next Wednesday they may find them. But I think maybe if it's not this weekend, it'll probably be Wednesday. But if they find them. But them people going. They had no business down there. They knew the risk. And that's it.
Thank you so very much for giving us that Wednesday. Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
Yes, please look out for the weekend or Wednesday. If it's not this weekend, because they're going to do extensive. They're going to do extensive dive team. They're going to have to go down. This is something they had no business going down there. It's a lot of spirits and stuff like that. A lot of people don't believe in certain things, but it is out there. It's a lot of stuff out there, and the ocean has things in there that we have yet to discover that they had no business down there.
That's true. Because
but have a great day.
It's some people that, like I said, that we would never see again, and it's some species. Yeah, I've read some stuff about that we haven't even seen. You right?
Yes, they had no business down there. When they, you want to explore and be adventurous, and let's go for an adventure. Okay, let's meet Jesus. That's excitement enough. I guess they got their lifetime excitement.
Man, thank you, man, for calling. How long you been watching the Wally Show?
For a while. I've been watching you for a while, Wally. You always crack me up. I mean,
Thank
I was
you.
watching for a while when you was going back and forth, like you was beefing back and forth, and everybody didn't want to give you your credit. But I was like, that man is funny. I don't give a damn who don't like him. I do.
Thank you so very much.
But enjoy your day.
Thank you, and you enjoy
Bye-bye.
yours. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, wow, wow, wow. That's why humans should stay from they want to go 13,000 below. Woo! Okay. Thank you. 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 Oh man. Well, we're gonna make our couple of announcements here. Just was good. We had a couple of phone calls today. We're gonna make a couple of announcements. I'm about to book, get myself ready for Vegas. I got to get that ready for Vegas. But of course, I want to make a quick announcement here. Vegas, October 6th through the 9th, 2023. That's the first weekend in October. You can go to Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Make sure y'all book. Oh, we got one more caller. Okay. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. Oh, wait. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wally. How are you? How's it going?
All right.
That's good. So, just to chime in, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, I mean, I imagine if I imagine my life as a billionaire, and I'm thinking like, okay, you have everything, you don't want for nothing. What else is there? What else there is left for you to do? So I can see them wanting to, wanting some excitement because they probably traveled all over the world, did everything. That's like Jeff Bezos. He went to space. Now I probably would do something like that. Maybe want to go to space, or I don't know if I would want to like explore the ocean. I'm not too fond of water, deep water at that. But I mean, nevertheless, they just wanted to explore. I mean, it's unfortunate that happened, but to time to what the last caller was saying, it's like, they paid $250,000 to do that. It does make you wonder, like, where else could that money have gone? Some type of charity, community, some type of community initiative, or just something, feeding the homeless. I don't know, something. So it does make you wonder about, the things that they spend their money on. Like, I believe Jeff Bezos spent over $10 million to go to space. So it does make you wonder, like, okay, yeah, they have, it's their money, they had this money, but it's like, and I mean, I don't know, who are we to say, how much they give or what they give? Because I mean, in all actuality, we really don't know how much they actually give away to like charity and to the poor and less fortunate and things like that. But I mean, it just sounds like they were just looking for an adventure. I mean, it's unfortunate that it happened. So, that's all. I just wanted to chime in. Because I would think, like, if I was a billionaire, I probably would want to look for things that would, pique my interest, or like, things that would excite me. But I don't know. I don't know what that would be. I don't know exactly what that would look like. So, I mean, who are we to say what they should be doing? I mean, it's a lot of people that go in the ocean and swim around, but they don't make it. They don't make it out. So, I mean, it's just the risk that you take. It's like going to fly up in a plane. You always have that chance that you may not come back down, or if you do, you may not be alive. So,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
that's all it's no way to world. I don't care how much money you got. It's just some stuff you don't do no stupid stuff like that.
I mean, do you like water though? Are you fond of water?
Ain't no way I'm going that deep in the water. If you want to go deep, get you in a shower, man, please. You don't want to go deep in the water. Talk about we want to see something that happened 100 years ago, to see some rubbish. Come on now. Ain't no way in the world.
You want to go to space though? What about space? You think you would want to go to space?
I'm not want to go to no space. When I go, I hope my soul be up there to heaven. I don't want to go see no Pluto. I want to see Pluto, Mars, Venus, wherever else planets up there. No. I don't want to go see no Mars. Then they all saying that we got stuff dropping out the sky and huge UFO. I just listen. I don't want to go. I don't want to go mess with the alien people, and I don't want them coming in my backyard. Okay, eating up my barbecue.
But you know what's funny? Like I always thought, like people like Jeff Bezos and like Bill Gates, and I wonder, like having that much money, like hundreds of billions of dollars. I mean, I don't know how much these two individuals were worth. Like they said billionaires, but it makes me wonder, like having that much money, you know, and more than likely power. It's like I wonder, like if they've seen maybe some like paranormal things or like things that maybe the average person wouldn't see, you know, because I wonder, like having that much, like having everything, that's basically like you have everything in the world, you know, at the palm of your hand. So it makes me wonder maybe if they had visions or if they saw things or, you know, I don't know, spirits, or if you know, God has spoken to me. It makes me wonder, you know, about things like that.
Yeah, because God ain't telling you to go deep in no, yeah. Go deep in some ocean. If that's the case, he would have told Jesus to do that. Jesus walked on the water. He didn't go deep in the water. No. Jesus walked on the water.
And Moses, he parted the sea.
And
so
he parted the sea. He didn't say, okay, if that's the case, he'd have told the children of Israel, y'all go deep in the sea. He didn't parted it.
That's funny. I don't think I would want to mess with an ocean, but I'm being honest. I probably would want to at least go into space though. But I'm not messing with the ocean. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the idea of having to not being able. I mean, even in space, you know, you still need oxygen to breathe, but it's just something about the water just surrounding you. I don't like that. I would have to be like in an open airy space. Like I would probably just choose to go to space. But yeah, I mean, we'll see if they survive. But it's really something interesting, like the whole story. But thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. That was good. I told y'all we had got some callers in here, showed up. This was great. We'll be back live tomorrow. Make sure y'all come through tomorrow. We'll be back live tomorrow. I'm excited for tomorrow's show. I'm always excited to be back live with y'all. Thank you all. For those that are going to Pride, especially in Chicago, go in groups, get what you're going. Don't be out. You be alert because they are out there robbing people. So y'all be very careful when y'all go out there because they know you. Just be very, very careful. Be very alert and go in groups. Be very alert because they are out there robbing people. And so it's really, really something. Okay. Yeah. So thank y'all. If y'all want to hit the cash up, $ Marquise Wally 28. God bless you. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Now, we probably, we got to see what's going on because it's been kind of dry today. I don't think so, but it's been a little dry. So we'll be back live tomorrow. All right. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. And we will see y'all at Chicago. Really? Okay, Justice for that. I know Sweetie gonna be on Pride, but I'm gonna be booked and busy. I'm not really a Pride person. Really not. In my 20s, I was, but I'm about to book a hotel room and get it in this weekend. I ain't worried about no Pride. All right. I will see y'all next video. I need y'all to thumbs up. Did y'all thumbs up? Moderators, is they thumbing up the video? I need y'all to thumbs up the video. Okay, hit that thumbs up video. All right, hit that thumbs up. Hit it because that lets y'all know y'all love the content. Leave a comment. Shout out to the new subscribers. Members, I will see y'all on Sunday. We will put it on the community wall Sunday, and we would love to talk to y'all. All right, we'll talk to y'all then. Peace. Yes. Oh, okay. You teasing. Okay. I'm about to say, just all right. Shout out to the members. Shout out to my executive producer, all my moderators. Love y'all. See y'all later.